Hi, beautifuls. I'm jumping on today to talk a little bit about legal marriage and wedding ceremonies and the distinction and the difference. So, when I get inquiries from couples who are looking to get married, um, which is always such a joy, I often get a lot of couples that are quite confused about the fact that celebrants can't officiate weddings. Now, this could be changing. There is a consultation currently live until September where people can submit their thoughts and opinions to local government about whether they believe that celebrants should be officiants, which of course I believe they should be. But until then, we're in this grey area where there is a legal marriage and there is a wedding ceremony. A lot of people don't know that you can do these things distinctly differently. And what's actually even more interesting is that if you choose to have just a ceremony and do the legal marriage bit completely separate, that you can actually choose a location that doesn't have to be registered. That means you can choose a forest, you can choose your favorite place. Doesn't have to be, registered officially with the local council to host weddings, but it can just be a place for a beautiful ceremony and a wonderful celebration and party with your loved ones. So the distinction really is, and what a lot of couples do who want something that's far more personal, is they'll do the legal bit, which is with your local registry office, and you just need your witnesses for that. And that can be a really small scale thing where you sign the paperwork. Then you can have your ceremony, and these can be within, a couple of days of each other. And often couples choose to do it this way so then they can extend the sort of matrimony, as it were, and sort of extend the celebrations. And then you would have your ceremony. The difference between a registrar and a celebrant is if you choose a registrar to come down to your wedding and to host your ceremony and to lead the ceremony itself, you'll do that directly through your council, and you'll pay pretty much the same price as a celebrant would charge, more or less, depending on the celebrant's fees. Certainly for myself, pretty much a price match. And essentially, you would get given sort of a series of scripts which are kind of textbook written, and they are quite confined. You can make some edits to these particular texts, but they sort of sit within a specific framework, as it were. And you will do your ceremony, and that's it. You'll do it in front of your loved ones, and they're usually quite short. Sort of mine, when I got married, I did mine with a registrar, not knowing I could have a celebrant and that was available to me. And me and my husband, I think, wonderful registrar, we got very lucky, but we spoke to her 2 days before and we didn't know her. We knew nothing about her. With a celebrant, they sit with you as soon as you make that inquiry and you make that booking, along the whole journey. They write that script personally. They integrate things into the ceremony that you want, whether it's something spiritual, whether it's something that just feels a little bit more personal to you. So those are the distinct differences. I hope that's been helpful. If you're interested in knowing more about how this all works, please reach out. And of course, as always, have a beautiful day. Lots of love.